Show your love and support for the Friedman Adventures family right now by going to embroiderycreations.net and purchasing some merchandise from Friedman Adventures. It helps us to produce more content for you and will be deeply appreciated during this holiday season. Embroiderycreations.net. Order your Friedman Adventures merchandise today. Hey, good morning, my dear friends. It's a beautiful Sunday morning here in Surfside, California. You can look and see that fog bank moving in as we speak. And a couple of fishermen heading this way right now. Let's go down here and take a look at the ocean. Man, I'll tell you, it is beautiful this morning. Right at daybreak, and so much to talk about. The Royal Star is on the hurricane bank. I just talked to my friend Diego Nuno, deckhand on board there. Roy Rose is the captain of the Royal Star on this trip. And man, they've got some nice fishing going on, no question about that. We'll cover the rest of the long-range fleet as that's been spectacular. There's been some yellowtail, some big sheephead up and down the coast. We'll check in on Ensenada and so much more. Buenos dias. Good morning, suerte. And we'll also be checking on some of these local surf fishermen to see how they're doing. Go down to Big Fish Bait and Tackle, check out our islands, lobster hoop netting, and so much more. I'm going to be quiet. I'm going to set up. It's time. It's coming. It's next. The morning briefing. Absolutely phenomenal fishing going on the long range scene out of San Diego as long range boats head several hundred miles down the Baja coast. On the XO, they had wide open yellowtail fishing and great fishing on 60 to 90 pound yellowfin tuna. The Red Rooster 3 got their bite started in the dark, and then as the sun came up, they went into an all-day drift on solid 70 to 90 pound yellowfin tuna, biting 80 pound tests in the corner in absolutely perfect weather. The Independence got into those big bluefin tuna, both in the daytime and at nighttime. Everybody on board got a shot at these big, magnificent fish to over 200 pounds. It's been fantastic. And on board the Royal Polaris, big yellowtail and grouper were on the bite. They had perfect weather, and they are just getting ready now to set up for a nighttime bluefin tuna bite after a phenomenal day today.
Slide the bait back there.
Work on this fish. Look at that fish. Nice yellowtail. Brian's bit again. Here we go. That's a beautiful fish. Aaron and Brian. Yeah. Yellowtail. Yo-yo iron.
Another one bites the dust.
Beautiful. Nice, excellent. Fish are really getting active here, really full speed. Get him, Jesse.
85. He's not going to make it.
Oh, way to go, Phil.
Coming in the corner here.
Surface iron. Nice hit on the yo-yo iron yellowtail on board the Independence. Nice fish there, Rich. Way to go, buddy. James has got a fish. Way to go, James. Oh, praying we get this thing. Oh my God, what a fish. Wow, Jeff, way to go. Catching some really big fish here. Scott, get out of my way. I got to come through here. Oh my God, Scott. Wow. Woo! Hey, good morning, my dear friends, and welcome to beautiful Surfside, California this Sunday morning. It is so great to be with you all. That fog bank is creeping in on us. We may be enveloped in fog by the end of the morning briefing. Wow, it's a little breezy, not too bad, but it is definitely chilly out here this morning. Very, very cold weather, at least for us babies here in Southern California. Man, we've got so much to talk about. I've already led in with that long-range stuff we're going to be talking about. There is some tremendous long-range fishing going on right now. And of course, we're going to take a look at our local situation, the islands. We're going to be looking at the coast. We'll check out up there in Northern California, the surf, and so much more. You know what time it is. It's a beautiful Sunday morning. It's time for the morning briefing. Good morning, my friends. Oh, man, did I need that? That is for sure. Hit that like button. Thank you so much for all your great support. Subscribe to the Friedman Adventures YouTube channel and tick that little bell. You'll be notified when there's new content. Share these videos with a friend. And you can also follow us over there on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Apple Podcast, and Spotify. We deeply appreciate that. Man, what a beautiful morning it is. But the fog is creeping in here right now. It is pretty darn chilly, as I just mentioned. And hopefully, as the day goes on, it's going to warm up. We have a Santa Ana in our forecast in the next 48 hours. So things are going to get rather toasty down here on the beach, especially on Tuesday. And that sounds fantastic to us all. So really, really good stuff. Hey, tomorrow, Tackle Shop Confessions down there in Carson, California at Island Fishing Tackle, our live show. Make sure you tune in for that. If you want to be part of our studio audience, Chad Christopher Klein has 5 pounds of Korean beef that he's going to barbecue before Tackle Shop Confessions. At least that's the plan right now. We need a barbecue. And Chad asked me if I could get a barbecue, and I have so many balls in the air right now, it's really difficult. So I put a post on Facebook. Isaac Parcells said 99% sure I'll be there, so I'll keep you in touch with all of that for sure. Tomorrow morning on the morning briefing, I'll let you know. If you do follow us on Facebook, on Instagram, on TikTok, I'll be posting there as soon as I know whether or not we have a barbecue or not. And then you're welcome to come down and partake and watch the live show. So that should be a lot of fun. And I've got to ask you, if you could bring a present for a kid, you know, any age pretty much, a kid that we can take to Mexico, that would be great. We've got all the used stuff we need. Now we're looking for some brand new gifts. It doesn't have to be expensive, $5, $10, whatever you can afford. But a gift, if you could bring it to Island Fishing Tackle before we start Tackle Shop Confessions or during, it really doesn't matter. If you're on our December 20th trip on the Island Spirit up there out of Ventura Sport Fishing, bring a gift for a kid and we will get it to Mexico. We're going to hand that kind of stuff out on Dia de Reyes, which is around the 6th of January this year, I believe. And so that would be beautiful. And if you're out there, you could organize some kind of a little toy drive. Any one of you that could help, just send me a text and we'll coordinate and make that happen. 657-227-6459. All right, let's get into it. We'll go south of the border and start talking long range. I just talked to Diego Nuno on board the Royal Star, and he says they are thrilled to have Captain Roy Rose at the helm. Roy is on board there. You can see Roy there with some nice fish. They caught some wahoo yesterday. Previous to that, they hit that bluefin tuna zone, and they had 21 bluefin tuna in a nice hit, 13 of them, over 200 pounds. The range, 160 to 240 pounds, and I don't know how it can get any better than that. Diego said, hey, Phil, we have a trip, a 4-day trip, leaving on December the 26th, fishing through the 30th, and we got 4 spots available on that. Royal Star Sport Fishing. You may very well want to give that a look. Jump on board there, Roy Rose, Diego Nuno, and some awfully good fishing going on. The XL wide open yellowtail during the daytime yesterday, 60 to 90 pound yellowfin tuna added to that. It has been tremendous fishing on board the XL and all the long range boats right now. There's fish that are down there at about 300 miles. That's that bluefin and yellowfin tuna. And then right on down the peninsula, you start to find some wahoo out at Alijos Rocks further south for the most part. And we continue to see great fishing. Red Rooster 3, 70 to 90 pound bluefin tuna biting the 80 pound. They'll bite the 100 pound if you give them a chance. Perfect weather and great fishing on board the Red Rooster 3. In fact, they started their bite in the dark. It bled into the daytime where it turned into an all-day drift on that beautiful grade yellowfin tuna. I don't know how I can get any better than that. On board the Independence, nighttime bluefin tuna fishing. Fantastic. They're all over that big, great fish, and it is beautiful fish. Most of it up over 100, 150 pounds, right up past 200 pounds. Great fishing. Everybody on board the Independence got a fish or got a chance at a fish, and that is some really marvelous fishing. The Royal Polaris, big yellowtail and grouper in the daytime, beautiful weather, and really great bluefin tuna fishing at night, as they've been all over it. Also, those bluefin biting, of course, on the jigs at night. A 400 gram knife jig with 100-pound Spectra. That should be fine. 200-pound bite leader working good. That stuff bites in the daytime also, and you do not want to hook it on anything less than 60, preferably 80. Guys like Joe Martinez, as I've mentioned several times before, fish 130 pound, and they get bit. It's a long soak sometimes with that really heavy line, and of course a good hot bait, but great long range fishing going on right now. Let me check this out. That fog is kind of down toward Newport. It looks like right here. It is absolutely beautiful. So blessed to be standing here with you this morning. Wish you were here with me. It's gorgeous, beautiful surf fishing day, no question about that. All right, so let's talk Tanner Cortez Bank. Out there has been some bluefin tuna. That's about 80, 85 miles from where I'm standing right now, past Catalina, past San Clemente. Then you find the banks, Tanner Cortez Bank. And out there's been a little bit of bluefin tuna, pretty good yellowtail fishing, and excellent rock fishing, no doubt about that. Birds are starting to fly here now in SoCal. I see the Pelican Patrol about a minute away from flying through behind me, so they're checking out to see if there's any bait, and if there's bait, well, then there's going to be some predators on top of it. All right, we'll take a look at the islands right now. Coronado Islands, a little bit of yellowtail. Actually, there seems to be quite a bit of yellowtail, but man, it's got lockjaw. The San Diego yesterday saw evidence of those yellows, but they just didn't want to bite. They ended up with one yellowtail. Some of that fishing going on around La Jolla right now also, but they had plenty of taco meat with 94 on the whitefish for sculpin. 3 goats, that's 3 sheephead to go along with it. Hey, by the way, the Highliner back online again. They had some repairs to do from something that happened over the summertime. Jason Zenner, the Highliner returns. And man, I'll tell you, the Highliner did such a great job this season, and it's so good, Jason, to see you back online and ready to rock and roll some more good stuff indeed. Here at San Clemente Island, we see mostly rockfish, and Catalina Island, outstanding big rockfish. It's been fantastic. Now, there's a lot of squid at Catalina Island, and that can result in some white sea bass and halibut and even some yellowtail here in the wintertime. But most of the focus has been on the rockfish. It's deep water right now, 300 feet or deeper. That's 16 to 24-ounce torpedo sinkers. That's going to work best for you. The El Patron out of Long Beach Sport Fishing's been making trips out to the island and doing fantastic. You can get on the El Patron by going to www.longbeachsportfishing. Oh my God, is it chilly? .org, longbeachsportfishing.org. Get on the El Patron up there in the Channel Islands. We continue to see outstanding fishing going on. We have seen great big lings, huge vermilions, and just wonderful fishing overall up there as rockfish season is getting near a close. At the end of December, we're done until we start back up again in April. So now is the time to get out and have some fun on that fish. Aloha Spirit, 4 ling cod, 190 on the rockfish. The Island Spirit has been doing great up there on Ventura Sport Fishing, and we have our December 20th and December 27th trip. Bring a toy if you can, not mandatory, but if you can bring a toy on either one of those 2 trips, it would be wonderful. Clothing also, perfect, brand new. We're looking for some brand new stuff, and it doesn't have to be expensive, but those are going to be great trips. We'll see you on board those trips. Can't wait to do it December 20th and 27th. And if you'd like to get on that trip or any other trip on board the Island Spirit, go to VenturaSportFishing.com, VenturaSportFishing.com, or give them a call at 805-676-3474 and get on board with us. That's going to be a lot of fun as we wind up that beautiful rockfish season. This beautiful rockfish season. Nice and chilly, and the fog doesn't seem like it is going to be an issue here this morning for me at least. So good stuff indeed. All right, up we go to Avila Beach, up to Santa Barbara, Morro Bay, San Francisco, Monterey, Big Links, great rock fishing up there. Bodega Bay's had some albacore. They even had yellowtail about a week ago on a floating log up there out of Bodega Bay. So there's all kinds of craziness going on. Hey, if you've got tax problems, there's nobody better than the tax man, Tim Marquez. Give him a call. He's been doing taxes for 35 years for heating and or air conditioning needs. John Lopez at Efficient Heating and Air Conditioning. John, give me a heater, please. It's freezing down here this morning. And don't forget, if that garage door is being a pain in the neck, the wife's told you 100,000 times to get it fixed, go to your garage door guy, Joe Welker. Joe's a great guy, and he'll get that all taken care of for you. So some really good stuff going on at our islands. Looking at 1/2 and 3/4 day boats up and down the coast. It's been mostly sheephead, whitefish, rockfish, and what, I ask you, is wrong with that? Nothing. Nick Ramirez, great Friedman Adventures family member. Nick, good morning to you. And I was so happy to see you having such a great time on board the Native Sun 3/4 day boat out of 22nd Street Landing in San Pedro. What a great trip he had. In fact, he ended up with 10 whitefish, 5 sculpin, and lost a heartbreak big bass that ran Nick into the structure and sawed him off. Man, that was really a special trip. And Nick, great to see you out having so much fun on the Redondo Special. Nice trip in the morning yesterday. 32 anglers, 8 sand bass, 9 sculpin, 41 on the vermilions, 39 rockfish, 120 on the whitefish. Nice hit on the Redondo Special. Can't get much better than that. And that illustrates what is going on from really Ensenada all the way up the coast. Speaking of Ensenada, let's go down there and talk about it. There's been a little bit of flurries of yellowtail down there, 70 miles south of the border. Beautiful drive to get down there. But it's been very chilly and breezy and foggy also in Ensenada the last 48 hours. We continue to see marvelous rock fishing down there in Ensenada, so it's been very good on that as long as you have nice weather. And we're going to go into that Santa Ana condition here, as I mentioned, Monday, Tuesday for sure, and it's going to get gorgeous, sunny, warm, beautiful, perfect time to go out and nail the rockfish. And maybe those yellows will get back in the picture again during that Santa Ana. Again, it's been yo-yo iron and surface iron fish, and those yellows popped up real close to home in Ensenada. Just 15-minute run out and you're on that fish around Punta Banda, around Todos Santos Islands. And inside of there, that's where those bird schools of yellows have been popping up. So that is really great news. Hopefully that's going to get back into the picture again. In the meantime, though, really excellent rock fishing. Same thing up and down the coast, just about everywhere we look. All right, as we take a look at our surf fishing, I have to send you down to Big Fish Bait and Tackle on the corner of Seal Beach Boulevard and Pacific Coast Highway. Really the place to shop. It's Southern California surf fishing headquarters. They've got all the bait and tackle you'll need, but they also have everything you'll need for bluefin and everything else. So keep that in mind. Arnold, Canales, Sarte, catching San Diego, big Corvina, nice hit. 3 nice Corvina for him yesterday. Way to go, Arnold. We see a little bit of that going on, but a lot of barb perch. This water temperature is pretty darn cool. 53 degrees is what Louis Prieto from It's For Real Sport Fishing reported down there in Ensenada. We've got, high 50s here. Man, it's chilly, and that's what barb perch like. So that barb perch bite's been pretty good all the way up to county line. See a little bit of halibut up there around Cherry Beach and 72nd Street in Long Beach. Throwing a Lucky Craft lure is a great way to get a bite there. But barb perch for the most part, and you can catch them on artificials like grubs, even a small chrome crocodile. Bigger barb perch will get on a Lucky Craft. There's no doubt about it. But as you get deeper into winter, bait is the way to go. Bait works best of all. The bigger the bait, sometimes the bigger the barb perch. So you can also keep that in mind. It's cold down here, man. I'm going to head up and warm up, do a little editing, get this out. See you for Tackle Shop Confessions tomorrow night. Danny Cadota show before that. It's going to be a lot of fun, and hopefully that barbecue is going to come together for all the guys that are trying to make that happen at Tackle Shop Confessions. If you want to drop by tomorrow at Tackle Shop Confessions to be part of our studio audience or bring a toy or a clothing article down for our Mexico efforts, it would be deeply, deeply appreciated. All right, my friends, beautiful morning. Feel blessed to be here with you all. Have a great Sunday, and I hope to see you really, really soon.